Hello everybody, and guys, if we hit 800 likes within 24 hours, I'm giving away 500 XRP to one of you guys. So all you have to do is make sure you press the like button, make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you comment something down below, and that is it. You're automatically entered. Apple is the first US company to be valued at $2 trillion. Now, really, whenever I think about valuations of companies in the US, I always think about what type of factors are put into it. Like, why is this company worth $2 trillion and a company like Ripple is only worth $10 billion? Like, what's the difference? What is really the essence of what they do? Now, of course, I know they're two completely different sectors where this is really just technology and Ripple is more so payments and finance, right? I know they're completely different, but what can make one company just this extremely big? Whenever I'm thinking about that, I just think about a couple of factors that make up what a company is good for. Like, it's not the first company to ever hit $2 trillion, as Saudi Aramco reached a market value of $2 trillion earlier. But basically, these are the biggest of the biggest, right? We all know that, we all understand that. And what they all have in common is they don't just want to go for a small part of the market. They don't just want to get big in a small niche. No, they actually go for quite a huge sector. With Apple, they got a lot of things, Apple, right? They're very big on the cloud, very freaking big. They're very big in literally all pieces of technology, right? You got the laptops, you got the computers, you got the phones, which is something that even Microsoft did not do from that perspective. They got the operating system, they got a ton of things. They got the accessories, they got shirts and things like. They got everything that you could think about. And as well for Aramco here, and basically again how I want to relate this to Ripple is that right now they're in the first vertical. You can kind of compare them to Amazon, where they're doing the Amazon book type of scenario right now. Right now they're kind of small. Right, and maybe Apple, I don't know exactly what was the first product that Apple started with. I mean, the first Mac things I can kind of understand, but I don't know what really Apple was the first part. It was just personal computers, right? That was what they were working with, maybe 35 years ago, maybe like in 1986 or something like that. I don't quite remember. I don't really know. Though, for Ripple, that 1980 for Apple might be the start of Ripple, right? Where they're just starting on one sector, one area, and they're going to really, really grow from that. Point of it all is just don't really compare somebody else's, phase 100 to somebody else's phase 3 or something like that. Because Ripple right now is very, very early, and the chance of getting some groundbreaking new prices and crazy things is something that's going to be happening. Because really often what I see is people say, hey, Ripple or XRP, now they won't do this because of a wealth restriction here. It won't do this because of, it would take up too much money. Guys, Ripple is solving a $10 trillion problem. It would not even be crazy if the company were to be worth more than the problem they're fixing. Just think about that one for a split second. And eventually within another 10 years, there's going to be at least 50 companies, I think, that are worth, $2 trillion. So it's just a matter of time. Things move so ridiculously fast. And it's not that crazy for Ripple itself to be a huge company. And it's not that crazy for XRP to have a small percentage of all this market as well, which is something I just wanted to round you guys off for a little second. Having said that though, forget credit cards. Now you can pay with your face, creepy or cool. That's one thing I just noticed now, which is pretty damn strange to come in, right? Because, you would think about security concerns. However, another one I saw was Fed officials worried about withdrawal of government support. U.S. consumers lifted their spending in May and June, but businesses remained cautious because of the tremendous uncertainty surrounding the economic outlook, Federal Reserve officials said as a policy meeting last month. The nascent economy recovery faces several risks, Fed officials said in discussions during their most recent meeting. Those risks include another outbreak of the CV, and that the U.S. government would pull back on the financial relief it had provided to households, businesses, and state and local governments, according to minutes released Wednesday. Well, basically, one of the things right now that's very, very bad is that a lot of people are not spending their money, right? And really, the reason they're getting this money is to spend it. But a lot of people would rather spend less right now and just save up for worse times, but that's not getting the ball rolling. And one of the things I noticed, and which is why I put these two up here next to each other, is that really, they want to make spending as easy as possible. They're afraid if you keeping the money where they can't see, keeping your money in your pocket or hoarding it or saving it, they want you to spend. Right? And the reason for that, the major reason is if you spend it, it boosts the economy. You're giving them more money, of course, because you're getting rid of your own. And to a certain degree, you could say it's a good thing for them, right? Because if you're saving your money and the U.S. messes up, well, yeah, your money becomes kind of worthless. But also, if you don't spend your money, there's a higher chance the U.S. gets messed up. So they would like you to just spend it and just help them boost it up again, even though they already put so many billions in. Trillions, even, I should say. The problem with all of this is just all your money is always being controlled. It is always being monitored. Sometimes I'm thinking, what if XRP really were to be the standard, with just no centralized issuances like this anymore? Really something that was gold backed, where it's you know how you have a little bit more security about everything, where they just can't mess around with your money that much. Sometimes just thinking about how easy possibly life would be in those scenarios. Just thinking about it. Dave Portnoy doesn't own Bitcoin, Chainlink, or Orchid anymore. Says he may be done with crypto. Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy claims he owns 0 Bitcoins just a week after getting into crypto. So I don't know exactly why he's been doing a lot of this right now. I'm just thinking he just tries to make pump and dump monies with just a quick shill and then selling it. And right now, once more, he's just quickly getting into it. Then after he said it and people go into it as well, he just sells it instantly and then it's just done with that. Now he's selling, he doesn't own any Bitcoin, to just wait for a little bit when, these guys are going off of him a little bit. And then afterwards he's going to get into it very heavy once more. That's what I'm thinking about here. Again, this is my guess, but I'm thinking that is what his plan is going to be. Moving further though, I saw him say it over on Twitter. Here you can see, I currently own 0 Bitcoins. I will wait and watch. I lost 25,000. Just like with the stock market, it took my brain time to figure it out. I know this. The Link Marines are weak and the orchid flowers do die in the crypto world. I may or may not be done Bitcoin. So he kind of meant to say, for right now, he is done with it all. He's not really supporting it, but eventually he may get back into it. He may be, a little bit more heavy into it after a while. But for right now, it's not his thing. Justin said, well, let's actually skip out on this one for a little bit. Let's go on with XRP first before we get over into Ethereum and Tron. XRP comp sets for liftoff while Bitcoin Ethereum at critical stage, says on-chain crypto analyst. These types of articles, they hit me, man. Because I'm always like, man, we're comparing these XRP and comp to each other and Bitcoin and Ethereum to each other. The problem with that is it's really not that predictable. And all you're doing is just saying, oh yeah, these coins, XRP and comp, have something a little bit alike, like the price movement. In the end, all it's saying here is this part. About all XRP, it's only this part. Comp and XRP, which he sees as his top coins, are set to experience liftoff in the coming days, weeks, and possibly months. Without any further backing, no real utility mentioned or anything like that. A little bit of here, but not really anything about XRP specific, so it's really kind of useless. Ashish Burla mentioned here, but it's a different part of the section, which was about recent development, global uncertainty with fiat currency and all of that. Facts or nah? XRP millionaire in the making. It's just a kind of a question that you should ask yourself. Do you plan or do you think you'll become a millionaire with XRP? I think it's a very interesting subject to ask people about because of what people's predictions are for crypto and really what they're planning to get out of it all. People have very, very differing opinions and people have very, very different ideas about what they can get from it all in the end. That's also fun to sometimes ask people about. Like ask your friend that's into crypto. What is his goal? Does he want to become a millionaire with this? Does he just want to earn a couple of quick side bucks? Does he just want to buy a car or what? XRP Yoda has said, just wait, that's all you have to do, XRP. Now the main reason for that is we all know that right now it is being put into place. The payment rails that you can see right here, which is the normal, rails that are out there, everything's going to get replaced. Every single piece is going to be either working with XRP/Ripple together directly or indirectly, but especially it would just be, it's either you join with Ripple/XRP or you just get conquered by them. It's facts. We talked about Swift, the connection. We talked about Fedwire, the connection. That's all you need to know about that one, guys. It's all you need to know. Keep checking out ISO20022 because we talk about it all the time. It's just facts, guys. Couple years here, we're just done. It's a long process like anything is in the payment realm, but we're really close to it, guys. We're really close to the end. And then XRP reporter Ripel just said, sound familiar? End of August, Charlie Ward. Thanks, Ross. And there's a little picture. Unknown name says, yes, what if What if some geopolitical events triggers collapse of the system late July? Well, I'm not expecting anything. What if they introduce the new financial system afterwards, mid-late August? Well, I'm not expecting anything. Just what if plans within plans. Only thing I have to say about this one specifically, on my own actually, is that I'm thinking like there is a lot more being planned and going on right now than they're telling us. That's a fact. I don't really see it as a question anymore. However, the more I read things like this, the less and less I believe in Ripple or XRP riddlers, just because I'm like, any statement like this would work for any single month, right? Whenever I read it, I'm like, this has nothing to do with July at all. This is really for any month. And that's why I find it fun when he said, sounds familiar, end of August, Charlie Ward. It's basically the same thing that you could say for any single month out there, and it will always apply, it will always work. There's nothing important surrounding it at all. And that's why this guy here is, in my opinion, one of the biggest clowns out there, unless he has proven me something which I have missed. But as of this point, I don't think he knows anything more than we do, and he has never really shown me something that I'm like, oh, wow, thank you for showing me this. Right? I really enjoyed it. I really learned something valuable from all of this. I can go to sleep right now knowing I am a better man than I was 20 seconds ago before I watched the clip. No, never have I had that one before, and thus I'm not too convinced with any of this. Also, why? Honestly, all right, honestly speaking, why would you ever do this? You're a riddler, right? You're somebody with potentially inside information. Why would you ever make it so difficult to go from Hanzi to Russian, going on to maybe like French to German? Again, I don't know. Maybe there's some other languages in there as well. Who gives a shit? The thing is, why would you do that? What's the point? Right? You just want people to put it into their translator just for a couple of seconds? Like, what's the point in switching over the currency? Maybe it's to show the connection between all the countries, but why not just tell people just normally? Why would you do it so strange and cryptically? What's the point of all of that? I just can't understand. I just don't grasp what they're going for here with this style of doing things. I just don't know. I also don't know what exactly his goal could be. Like, if he wanted to tell us things, he would do it already, right? So why would you make it cryptic if you really want to tell people something, if you want to help them out? If you don't want to help them out, then just don't say anything. If you want to help some people out that are just enlightened enough, then why not just grab those people by doing, one test riddle with an answer in there and just get them in a group chat and then tell them things? Or why make it such a hassle to figure things out? I just cannot understand, and I want to know from you guys what the frick it is, because it's still got a ton of followers. A lot of you guys follow it as well. And I think it's stupid, but again, maybe I'm stupid. Let me know in the comments section down below. I'll see you guys again in another crypto video, and take care, everybody. Have a very, very nice day.